That was ridiculous. And talk about top players. He just proved it. That was Nate. That was Rezon. That was legendary Zeke. That was insane.
Everyone needs to have eyes on him right now. Tell
me what you really want from me. They say Faisal, yeah, you hard while you dropping all this heat. If she bringing back, moving up. I just haven't been away for the shit I go on. Santa Claus is laughing at me.
Like and subscribe, or you will stub your toe tonight.
No! Please, no!
And he is going to have to use a launch pad here. Sets up the short pad and gets a really, really nice, clean cut way into zone.
You want to be able to survive up here in mid. You want to make things clean, use as less of materials as possible. Right now, Benji getting really greedy, but at the same time, making the right decisions, not only to be in the right spots, but also take out top players. War going down. Now Floppers enter the Storm Master's hand. Benji's going to be moving forward with another launch pad to use in case he wants to. 7th zone gets revealed, bounces all the way back from where he came from. So he gets to have a say on a little bit more of this loot, maxing out his materials as well. Has the RPG in hand, uses it for a drop down, doesn't find it though. A little bit more pressure to play off of. Gets ahead of the competition. Right now, he's looking under pressure, but he's handling it really well.
That he is. He's so good in these situations, box to box. You see him low that was Wolfie's number one. He lowers the HP of the wall before he goes in and then gets close, phases in perfectly with a shotgun and cleans up one of the better players in the entire game. And there's the piece control.
And although Benji has been knocked down slightly, it's not over yet for this monolith of a man just looking for a way to get straight in. No, this time another escape, another lair change, the 5th one you've seen today, and immediately no more shots on top on his dome whatsoever. He gets to move in freely, gets a chance to kind of think again, get a sense of what's going on around him, and because of that finds another pickup. Benji is playing so methodical, so clean right now, and still getting hit, but finding a way to know exactly where to block, where to move that stare at it. Last flopper now used, it's just him. Umi on height. I think the Kevin got taken out or is now lost in the depths of low ground. Legendary still alive. His aggressivity now playing dividends for his gameplay. Benji actually grappling up, doesn't get to actually have a chance to move all the way to the top, but gets a better position to then fake once again and drop down. He has all the tools, has the position, zone bounces back. He's still not up though, Balla. There's a possibility. This is the 6th dropped attempt, another lair switch. Height is so silent right now. 7 players left alive, and all of them are in their own worlds trying to find a way to clash.
And this is a man with a mission right now. He's explored every option, explored every crack, and finds Legendary hiding in another one. More floppers, literally everything. This guy's mind moves at a speed that nobody can match, and now dipping into zone. Probably not going to use the grappler. He is, yes! Overtakes Umi. Finally, no, it's not even there yet. Still low HP. Umi does get a trade. And the placement points are rolling in heavily right now. 6th place. No more white heels for Benji.
And that's going to be tragic, but still he finds one little pick down of damage onto Umu, who gets taken all the way over. Finally a 1v1 chaos up at low ground, but Benji is the one with the proper position at height, taking out not only one, but a lot of damage onto himself, still being so victorious in that position, being so dominant on height, fighting for it time and time again. That position nets him the victory royale. First place, 9 eliminations. You can't ask for more out of the top player of Europe.
That was ridiculous. And talk about top players. He just proved it.
Fuck.
Oh!
Let's go! I'm the best! Oh my god, I'm the f***ing best! I'm so f***ing good in this game. I fucking needed that game.
You have to
He's
be
still in
careful
it.
using those edits. Yeah, he's still in it, but I mean, you make those mistakes. It happens, man. You said so yourself. Kind of overstayed his welcome. Usually, you're inviting a rocket to be sent your way if you have a window open, and a strong player will make that kind of decision. But you got to go for those elims on the gatekeeping, right, on the backside, Monster. You know how those importance can be, especially with 4 points elims right there. As Get Prefer Kid, we talked about it before with Benji having the grappler. Get Prefer Kid has the tools to be very successful in this, especially having high ground and some big dinks right there, right through that stairway. Gets bad sniper. Monster, this is going to be a great position here for Get Preferred Kid, doing really well with 83 points.
Yeah, Pre-Fire Kid's connecting all the way here. He has height, he has grapplers. No way anyone's going to take him out. As the launch pads raise his senses, raise up his alarms here, he goes ever so higher, and just so much damage on this weapon. My gosh, 37 connecting right there. There was no bullet drop. I still see Benji Fishy in this game right now. He's like the eye of the hurricane here. He just gets stronger and stronger the more he sits on the ocean, right? He's starting to gather and amass more power, more points. We can see him in the feed right now. He's going to find Freddy. So he's still scoring. And Ronnie finally gets taken out this game by Savid. As now Benji Fishy finally falls to the storm, but not before breaking top 10. So still a very good game for him. Pre-Fire Kid, though. So good, so comfortable on height, material and everything. Look, he's just reading the color splashes through the bush there, trying to see what he can connect with now. This is pretty much his game here with this guy's assault rifle.
He is on fire, Pre-Fire doing his best right now. It's kind of like a repeat almost, but now it's Pre-Fire Kid sitting on the high ground. He was able to eliminate Benji, and he's still putting some big time dinks on the rest of the lobby, just getting those pokes that you're looking for and letting the Storm do a lot of the white health. And Pre-Fire Kid Monster is on a roll, getting more dinks with Sky's AR. This is all his world right now in a top 2 situation, Monster.
All he has to do now is just close out the game right here. I mean, we saw a player still lose from height, but not with this much of an advantage. 200 effective health on Pre-Fired Kid. He does take the floor there. Look, he's playing it nice and textbook. He doesn't want to throw the game here. He has enough mass to wait this out. He's looking for shots here. Just one slip of the build, though, it could be all over. Look at how fast he was to hit the edit right there. Let's see if Pre-Fired can close the game. We heard the RPG, and it is. It's Wolfie's just going to eat the 126 to the face. 8 eliminations for Pre-Fired Kid. His victory royale. Here's Azers, though. He's got a long rotate to make. He's kind of peeking out up above, trying to see if he can set up the launch pad right here. What we're following right now is proper in-game tactic. Using launch pads when it matters most. This is such a crucial zone, too, to really keep your material count high and pretty. I mean, he doesn't have much. As aggressive as he has been, it's just not enough. He needs to claim the loot as UNV gets taken out right there. And Azers is still on the hunt. Can he find more players? Can he find the material?
Now, once again, moving mid-ground like we saw Stretch do before. Just an instant, decisive switch between elimination and movement and repositioning. Right now, still on hunt mode. Once he's done, moving towards the zone, chasing someone else as they build out a path for him. Close and personal, it's Lazar that goes down, taking away top names from the competition like they're nothing. Agers is melting through this entire lobby. 5 eliminations, looking for even more. The beam's there. Does not let this individual Storms get out of the storm himself. Still trapping more on the backside. This drum gun and AR combination is so hard to just relieve pressure from.
And this is the place you want it. Now it's time to really ramp up and put the gun to use here. When it's all weak players trying to rotate right now. Let's see as he's trying to just jump in any box that he can. It's all whites, it's all shield. He's taking everything through. He's walking right through it. That player goes down. It's Nobu Beef. And now it's time to put the shotgun to use in the AR. That's the thing about running all these medium weapons. He's got the caliber, he's got the fire. There goes the counter edit. Good defense by the opponent, though, who is trying to run for his life. It's Commandant. Commandment is going to fall here. And Agers is on fire right now. 8 eliminations, Shio. He's still going. He's still cooking in the mid-ground. And Agers is still on top right now. And remember, that elim that he caught earlier was just enough to get him up to some material to hold this high ground. And now it's all recycling on back. He's just got all this builds to work off of right now. All he has to do is pick and choose these battles right now. Put that pressure down and start cracking open the players. This is one of the risks of having height right now without a pierce-through weapon. As the grappler comes up, the grappler's been the name of the game today, Shayo. They've been yoinking height left and right, and Aegis uses this opportunity to say, all right, well, I guess I'm going to go down or something and probably go for fights, go for some points.
He doesn't have to hesitate whatsoever to go for this final 1v1 down below, possibly the 1v2 even, if he finds another, and that's huge points. An 8-point swing there. Aegis going right into the face of Take, takes him out, and now it's just all up to him. Possible heal game with a med kit actually won't be able to get through and done. He doesn't need to either. Just walks into another box, doesn't find the final Elam, yellows the floor. It's Dusty, who had full shields, surviving off of absolute momentum. Now doesn't get to see the end of days. Can Aegis turn this entire momentous performance into a victory royale is the question on everyone's minds. Back into another box, it's his home, but there's a new visitor. It's Niddle that takes away the one from Aegis, but still, what a game. A high amount of eliminations, a grappler. It's everything you want to see out of NAEs.
Crazy game. I mean, I guess that it kind of explains why Aegis was there at the top. You know, a lot of things that I want to, you know, not only... It's fine that he didn't get the victory royale, right? Because it's just a few points different. Placing second is still massive, especially when he had a performance like that.
Not many launches so far, at least that I'm hearing. Especially, I think, because the congestion is all kind of on the side and not necessarily across from the zone. So players decide that they can go in. Nice shots from Bafo. So they continue to try to pressure. I don't know if he can recognize who that player was. He's going to get in a box. I don't know if this is him, though. I think it must be, based on the fact that he's instantly trying to go up and escape away from Bafo. But he gets the cone in, gets the floor, and knocks him down. And it's Proxy.
And now this will be a land of surprises as the entire zone moves back on pre-built builds all the way around. It'll just be people dropping down back and forth. You have to hit the hardest shots you can. Bafo responds with the second one of his game, but we've seen him come into so many different situations so far, narrowly escaped with his life. Now suddenly behind another pyramid, this player, unknown of his intentions, misses the shotgun, but then switches over to the AR to take Fusion out of the competition. Finally, just 5 players left over towards this endgame. He has to back all the way up, a lot of materials to go for the height retake. He does, not with a little bit of pressure first though, and that player, Alex, can't survive in the zone. Now, a duel of RPGs, top down, from low to height. Who will be the victor here? Bafo drops down, catching himself at the last possible moment. Still trying to survive. 4 builds left in the 180. Virox at low ground, doesn't see it coming. Bafo, 5 eliminations, victory royale.
That was insane from Bafo. The final moments where he was stuck, literally with the RPG coming down from below. RPGs will knock it out for a big portion, but you saw him do the correct thing.
Swerving in the magic whip with your boo thing. Now he throw it back to me like a boomerang. Space crew, that's his hell. Like you saying, Draco with the twist, that's 100 round drum.